Hi, this is Bob K from Biker Pros. We're at the 2012 Sturgis Rally under the Big Tent here at the 9th Annual AMD World Championship of Custom Bike Building. We're privileged to have Stan Hughes today from V8 Choppers. You know, you talk about all the different power plants and how fast and exciting motorcycles get. Well, this is kind of to the extreme, Stan. So what got you started with the possibilities of putting V8s not only in a motorcycle but a chopper at that? It sounds like a pretty big challenge.
Well, you know, when I started back in '03, the choppers was going really strong, and after building a couple of V-twins, I just said, you know, let's just do a V8 in one and build the frame and everything around the motor and make it slim and trim, and it'll go down the road, and when you hit the 4-barrel, it'll excite you.
Well, you know, I know there's are there any kind of torque characteristics, or did you have to build anything into it to kind of prevent the bike when you twist up the throttle from pulling to one side or the other?
No, not really. The chain drive is on the opposite side of the direction of the torque, so it drives the bike straight, and it has very little wiggle from 0 throttle to 100 throttle under normal riding conditions.
Exactly what type of horsepower are we talking about on this baby?
This motor in this bike is our standard production motor. It's a 400 cubic inch motor. It makes between 488 and 503 horsepower.
And what about riding down the road? Is it, you already said it kind of goes down the road pretty straight. Do you really have to muscle, or is it kind of a nice ride?
No, it's actually a pretty sweet ride. The length of the bike gives it a pretty nice ride, along with the wide tire. The weight of the bike overcomes the wide tire characteristic as far as turning and cornering, but you do have to have a little more space to turn the bike around to go to the other direction. So if you get everything you need when you leave, you can just go one direction, keep going.
I remember, you know, I've been coming here for a few years, and I remember seeing you guys running up and down the street with these V8 choppers. Was very impressed compared to some of the other V8 bikes at the time. What do you think of being involved in the World Championship this year?
I like anything that involves motorcycles, people that like motorcycles, ride them, build them, and just in general, just motorcycles. So being able to come down here and have the time to be involved on a small level like I have been this year is it's good for my company, it's good for me, it's good to see the other builders, keep the sport alive, and see the new innovative things. We all get ideas from different people.
You know, this appears to be a real crowd pleaser. As I walk up and down the roads, I see a lot of people standing around. What are some of the comments you've got from the enthusiasts coming in to visit us today?
Up until we came on the scene with the V8 chopper, most of the time people's comments are kind of neat to see a V8 really look like a motorcycle. It kind of fits in with the motorcycles. It's got 2 wheels and it's a kickstand, and it works like a motorcycle, and you can push it back with your feet. And they like it, so that's good for me. All
right. Well, I know you're a busy guy. I really appreciate you taking the time, not only for the interview, but for participating in the World Championship. Thank you very much, Stan.
Thanks for having me.